Hey guys, Native Instruments just released two new instruments in the Play series. It's 40's very own drums and 40's very own keys. 40 is Noah Shabib, aka 40. He's a songwriter, producer, record executive, known for his work with Drake and many others. So now he also has his very own drums and keys. In this video, I'm gonna focus on the drum instrument, and the next video gonna go with the keys. Let's get started. Right, so this is kind of special because the Play series is mostly about keys, about layering different sounds. So we have layer A, we have layer B, we're blending them, and we'll see that in the video about the keys. But here we have the drums. The other instruments that is similar is the Butch Wig drums. So we're going to explore this and see what's inside. So this is the main view. This is the main panel. You can see the 16 pads. Right, and we can also use, of course, the keyboard. And from C1 onwards, we have the individual instruments. So we have the kick on C1 and so on. But from C3 onwards, we have the built-in patterns, which are kind of different for each of the kits that you're going to load. And if we'll just for a second go into pattern view here, you'll see that we have the different patterns loaded here from C3 onwards. And in our keyboard, if you have the complete control, you'll see the LEDs, you'll see the purple lights here. And so you can just audition those. Right, and we also have latch mode, which means that you can just press a key and it will keep on playing. Right, we have retriggering, we have the input quantization, we have the speed, we can double, we can half it. Let's just try it out. You get the idea. And of course, we also have some effects. And here we have three types of effects, or three different sections. So we have the insert effect for the different instruments. So if you select, for example, the kick, you'll see that we have 4 different slots, and we can just click that drop down here and select from the list. We have lots of things that we can find here. Let's lo-fi it, and when you're using any of those effects, you'll see these controls below. Right, and we can add more, and let's try something else. Right, and I can switch between them, just drag and drop those. Right, and we can go on, and every time you select any of those pads, you can shape the insert effects and just add them and play with that. Then we have the global effects, which are just the global effects for the entire kit. And finally, we have the send effects, which are basically reverbs and delays. So I can click this drop down here, we'll see different types of reverbs, and then we'll have the controls for that. And we also have the replica here, but we have other choices. For example, we have just plate reverb, but we can go with this replica delay. So it's very, very good, and really love it. So that's what we have here. And then let's go back to our main view, and below here we have different macros. Now I'm going to show you how you can program that, because we really want to learn how to use this, right? So right now it doesn't say, you don't see exactly what it means, crash or mix up or reverb and so on. So if we'll go into the macros here, we'll see that we have those macros on the top. If I'll just go with the saturation, the first one here, I'll see that it is actually affecting the master effects saturation amount here. And if we'll go into crash, we'll see what that means, and so on. Reverb, we'll see that we have the different sands, and I'm going to show you how you can program your own chain of macros. And so these are the menus that we have. These are the different tabs. So let's go back to the main view. And one of the things that you can also do, of course, is click the top here and see the different kits that we have. So you can just select a different one, and you can audition those sounds with the patterns. Very cool. And now if we'll go into the kit, this is really interesting stuff, because we can change and we can design our own kit using the built-in samples that comes with the instrument. So let's go with the kick, and we'll go into the top here, the title, and you have a list of different kicks that we can choose. So let's go with this one, double click, and it's loaded. And again, you can see the insert effect. That's exactly the same as if you go into the effects tab here and select the kick, and you'll see that here. So let me show you. I'll select, for example, let's go with lo-fi, and I'll go back to the kit, and we'll see that now we have the lo-fi in the first slot. So that's the same idea here. And we have pitch, volume, panning, velocity curve, attack, hold, decay. So all of that is for each of the instruments, the kick, the snare, the hats, whatever. So you can definitely do a lot here. Now, one of the things that you can see right now is that next to the macros, we have little colored dots. So what that means, this is used to program those macros below. So for example, right now we can see that we have the mix up here. This is the yellow, and when we are just doing anything here, it just changes the pitch, right? But we can do something else. For example, we can add crash, or let's go with the reverb here. Just gonna click that. Now it is just flickers, and if I'll just touch this one, now I'm sort of programming with this one. So you get the idea. You select the macro, and then you select what parameter, what control it will affect. Very, very cool stuff. Very easy. So that's the idea here. And so I think before we get into the demo and listen to more sounds, I'm going to show you how you can drag and drop the patterns. That's really cool stuff. I'm going into the patterns here, and you can see that we have those names again, and I'm going to move this to another place so I can show you. And now I'm going to just drag and drop this one here. So now we have this pattern. Right, and I can go inside and just add my own sounds. So we can do something like this. And this is 40's very own drums, part of the Play series by Native Instruments, and I'm going to explore some of the sounds that you can find in this instrument. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out the other video, the 40's very own keys as well. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if I missed anything, and don't forget to join the Discord server that I have, the Plugin Academy, where we can chat about virtual instruments, plugins, or whatever. And if you have questions or anything, that's the place to talk about stuff. So I'll see you very soon. Thanks. Bye bye.